Hi. The World Economic Forum came out with an article a few days ago. Actually, by now it's a few weeks ago. The business leaders and cyber expert can defeat online threat, but only if they work together. That was the title. And fundamentally, there's three items they highlight there. And Forbes came out with a similar foundational message as well on an article on their website. Here's what the World Economic Forum came out with. 1, honest communication between board members and information officer is critical to good cybersecurity. Well, I sort of agree, but here is where the communication should come from. The board members should have the ability, the knowledge to ask great cybersecurity questions, and they don't need to be technical to do so, right? It basically asks the individuals and perhaps the executives of the organizations they are providing oversight to go beyond, here are how many vulnerabilities we identified this year. Here are the business external relationships we have with the local FBI office. And here are the groups that we pertain to cybersecurity that we are members of and so forth, just to show that you have a great cybersecurity program. But ask targeted questions that, for example, do you understand and do you know what systems support our corporate objective of this organization? And once you know that, do you know how many vulnerabilities that you are reporting here today apply to those systems, and how are we fixing those? What is your plan? If one of those risks that you have reported here to the board comes to realize, will they affect these revenue stream of the organization? How prepared are you to recover from? Simple questions like this, targeted to where it matters. You receive briefings regularly from the executive of your organization showing how many patches, how many vulnerabilities, the threat analysis, how many are those in your industry and so forth. Very generic. You can get that from any article. So ask targeted questions. So yes, definitely honest communication needs to occur, but I would say because the board has oversight, they need to ask the tough questions. Second, cyber experts must relay their insight through non-technical storytelling and make a pertinent business case. Yes, that's good. You don't need to go that far, right? Storytelling, no, just stick to the facts. Tie what your findings are to what it matters. You speak financial terms. That's what the board knows the most. If this risk realized, what would be the impact if these systems support the corporate objective goes down for X amount of days? What that translates in dollars. And don't get too complicated on this. Keep the math simple. Don't start depreciation of the hardware, man hours on this, just straight facts. Could be a high level estimate number, but put a number to it. Your story will have more impact than say you have 1,500 vulnerabilities and you 80% patch about one of them. This just put in financial terms. If it realizes, how much will it cost to the organization, and what would be the hit, perhaps on reputational or anything else that you show up on the news and so forth, that would be for the organization. Just stick that. You don't need to storytell, but if you can, please do so. Business leaders should aim for cyber-aware culture permeating through the entire organization. Now, let's be honest. Look into your company right now. How many people comprise your security awareness team? Not that many, I bet. Not that many. Because even though the people in your organization are the front line, you over-rely on technology to overcompensate and over-engineer something that perhaps is not going to stop business email compromise. It will bypass all your checks and balances, all your security layers, because those are legit emails. The only way to stop is educating the user. But look at your team right now. How many members is your security awareness team? Who's developing the message to deliver to the stakeholders? Is the message clear across all your organizations? Imagine if you're a trucking company and you're sitting on a corporate environment developing this message. Does the trucker understand your terminology? Are familiar with these terminology we're using cyber, phishing, BC, spear phishing, vishing? Does the truck driver knows about that while he's out there delivering the load on an iPad and receiving emails and so forth? So is your message going across the entire organization? Does your team, if you have one, manage that? Yes, definitely. Business leaders should aim to make a cyber-aware culture, cyber-aware stakeholders in the organization, but security organizations are failing to do so because they are over-engineering, over-relying in technology to stop that. You need to strike a balance to make that happen.